You just have to be willing to put yourself out there. And once you do, the magic will begin to happen. I'm happy to use my life as an example so that others can learn. You may have to let some things go before you become successful. Success looks different on everybody, and so does the process. Some of you want success but don't want to let go of the exact thing that's in your way of obtaining success. You can't have it both ways. Welcome to Living Your Truth with Tavares. Wow, thank you. I am living in my blessing. Thank you so much. This is great. Wow. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. What's up to everybody up top? What's up to everybody in the middle? And what's up to everybody down here around me? Thank you so much for being here again on another terrific episode of Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today, we're going to talk about it, y'all. Embrace fear. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Okay. Real quick, thank you to everybody who's been rocking with me since day one. And thank you to everyone who just started rocking with me today. And then, of course, if you just hopped in somewhere along the middle, I got you too. Embrace fear. It's a big deal. It can be scary, no doubt about it. I mean, who really wants to embrace it anyway, right? Right. Reality is, it's a part of life. We're going to experience it one way or the other. Through this experience, we're going to grow. It's not going to seem like that at the time. It's going to suck. It's going to be, well, downright fearful. But know this, you're worth coming out the other side. See, the thing about fear is you can't go over it, you can't go under it, you can't go to the left, and you can't go to the right. You have to go right through it, at the center of the matter. And when we do that, we grow. When we do that, we allow ourselves the space we need to grow. Fear is a good thing. I'm going to prove it to you. It encourages growth. Embracing fear pushes you out of your comfort zone, right? Right. Where growth and transformation occur, fear may not be that far away. Fear often indicates that you're approaching something unfamiliar or challenging, which is where personal development happens. Some people even allow fear to dictate their decisions. We'll get more into that later. Whether it's speaking in public, starting a new job, or pursuing a dream, face fear. And facing fear helps you to expand your abilities and gain new experiences. Face the fear. Don't run away from it. You can take a step back. You can assess it. That's cool. But let's put a plan together of how we going to, handle business. Each time we confront and overcome a fear, we build resilience and confidence. This is a victory, huge victory, because these victories, they create a ripple effect, making it easier to tackle future challenges, making it easier to embrace fear. When we embrace that fear, we become, and it becomes, something that we can rely on. And within relying on that, we are able to self-improve. And in doing that, we create a stepping stone toward becoming the better versions of ourselves. And that's just one of many ways. Fear is something that I never really, I never really subscribed to. I never looked at fear and thought, oh, I'm going to grow from this. Nah, I didn't. In many cases, I probably did an about face and went another direction simply because I didn't want to deal with the fear. And a lot of people, if you know somebody, and I mean you really know them, you may or may not be able to look at their life and say, okay, this person made decisions based on fear. We know a lot of people like this. You and I both do. Okay. We know somebody who's in a relationship that may not be the most healthiest for them. However, they may stay in that space due to fear. Right. And sometimes we could just tell. You could just tell that fear dictates a person's choices in life. Some people play it hella safe. Other peoples will stay with someone else because they're familiar, even though they're not happy. Some parents stay in the relationship because the kids are present. Fear is a good and a bad thing, but overall, we have to embrace it because overall, it's going to lend itself to our development, to how we evolve, to how we show up to, different challenges. Are we going to react? Are we going to respond? Because fear can also conjure up frustration. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Today we're talking about embrace fear. We got to embrace the fear, y'all. You can't just embrace the good times. Can't just celebrate the highlights. Got to celebrate the lowlights too. It's all a part of the creation. Forward movement, right? That's right. That's right. Fear can also be something that teaches us self awareness. You ever be afraid to go somewhere and all of a sudden all of your spidey senses are heightened? Fear also gives us a sense of clarity. It reveals what matters most to us. When we feel fear, it's often tied to something we care about deeply. Perhaps it's our goals, maybe a relationship, maybe it's a sense of self. By us learning and leaning into fear, we get to identify what drives us and what areas of life require attention for growth. See, many of us don't think about this when it comes to fear. We just want to run. Oh my God, here comes fear. Let's go. Understanding your fears help. They help you to reflect on your priorities and values. This is what I've taken from it. Again, not the most comfortable space to be in, but if you allow yourself to come into this space and you give yourself that freedom, oh my goodness, there is so much that you can learn from. For instance, fear of failure might signal a strong desire for success. But who thinks like that? Some people do, some people don't. That's why you're locked in here. Fear of rejection might indicate the importance of meaningful connections. This is true. I've experienced this myself. Self awareness enables you to approach life with greater clarity and purpose. I touched on that a moment ago. Fear has a way of letting us see clearer. So don't be so quick to down talk fear. Don't be so quick to turn it off because it may be just what you need to overcome the thing that's blocking you. Fear also builds courage. Courage is not just the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite fear. Embracing fear allows you, me, the opportunity to practice courage, which strengthens the ability to face difficult situations. Being mindful of this particular thing, look, we're meeting fear exactly where it's at. The more we confront fear, the more we realize our capabilities to handle life's uncertainties. That is dope. That is cool. That is growth. We have to be able to be in this space. Each act of courage builds on the last, helping us to cultivate a mindset of determination and grit. Now, over time, we're going to find ourselves more equipped to tackle fears that once seemed super overwhelming, now, not so much. Courage nurtures us through the fear, so be mindful of that. Know that you're more than enough and know that you're worth it because when you come through it, it becomes a powerful asset in achieving your goals and living authentically. See, when people are in fear, they don't live authentically. They put their masks on. I know about them masks because I had a lot of them. Custom fit the whole nine, everything. And then I broke them and I took them off because I wanted to live authentically. I wanted to live my truth. A lot of y'all know this podcast was created out of necessity. I needed someone to talk to a long, 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 long time ago. And I'm still on that same journey, but now I have equipped myself with a lot more firepower because I realized that I was going to need it. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Fear helped me to see that. And so now I'm here sharing it with all of y'all. Yeah, that's how we do it here. All inclusive space, safe space. We cultivate love in this space because you and I are completely worth it. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. I'm so grateful to be here with y'all again on another great episode of Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today, we're talking about embrace fear. Just embrace it. Don't run from it because the more you run from it, the more it's going to run up on you. Period. Okay. Fear can also, embracing fear can also lead for us. It can be fuel. It can lead us into creativity, but it can be the fuel that leads us into that creativity. Fear often sparks a problem solving mindset. You ever notice that? You be in a situation, you're afraid of this happening, and boom, you got it done. Maybe it was a bill. Ever have a major bill due and you're like, yo, I gotta get this thing paid. I gotta get this thing paid. Maybe it's your PG&E bill. Need lights, right? Right. And you just put your brain together. Boom. Got a resolve. Got a solution. Love that. That's what fear can also do, right? When you're afraid, your brain seeks ways to overcome or adapt to the situation, fostering creative thinking. Hello. This is what we do because we're creatives, right? Every single one of us, trust me, we're all born creators. We'll talk about that later. This is why many people come up with their most innovative ideas when they're outside their comfort zones or navigating challenges because it's easy to do. I've been there as well. Create something because you want to, create something out of necessity. Regardless if fear is a part of it, that is something that is going to fuel you. Whether it's the fear of failure or the fear of success, either way, you're going to have enough fuel to do the thing. Embracing fear allows us to channel the energy into productive outlets. Example, facing fear in a project can lead to creative breakthroughs or overcoming fear in relationships. I've been there too. I've been in relationships because I was afraid. I stayed in them because I was in fear of the other person leaving. So again, fear has a way with us all. It's really about how we want to use it or if we can. Can we use it? Of course. When, where, how? Figure it out. Remember, fear has a way of giving us more clarity. It heightens our spidey senses. Okay? Fear, when managed effectively, can unlock potential you didn't even know that you had. Real talk. I've seen it, I've done it, I've been a part of it. I still have friends and associates who still are reaping the benefits of walking through their fear. There's nothing easy about it. I mean, I guess it can be easy. You can have an easy approach, but I'm not going to expect everyone to have an easy approach to it because for some people, it's a very intimate experience. They don't want to be like, oh, I'm afraid. They don't want to say it. They may know it, they may feel it, but they may not be so quick to say it. Fear also enhances focus and alertness. What I just said a moment ago, your spidey senses, they turn all the way up. It activates your body's fight or flight response. We all have that. It also sharpens our senses, heightens the awareness. Yeah. The psychological response can be beneficial when managed correctly. It enables us, you and me, to concentrate on what's important and act decisively. See, sometimes we get afraid and people get erratic. They get impatient. They get messy. They make a situation worse than what it is. This is why we have to manage that. Again, when we embrace fear, we learn to harness the heightened state of awareness and we are able to take advantage of it. It can help us perform better under pressure, stay alert, high stakes situations. Maybe you're playing poker, high stakes. Hello, 2 million on the table. Fear can make you see a little different. I'm just saying. By working with fear instead of against it, we can channel its energy productively. That's the real deal, Holyfield, right there. Understand your fear. Understand where it comes from. Understand how you can use it. Understand the power in that. There's a lot of power in fear, but we have to be available. And in being available, I mean, you have to be willing to walk through it, go through it. Is it going to be uncomfortable, Tavares? It just may be, but that's okay because this is Living Your Truth with Tavares, and we will be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today we're talking about embracing fear. I know. Why do we want to do that, Tavares? Because we want to grow. That's it. Period.com. That's what we're doing. We're growing. Every time we face or overcome our fear, we become more resilient. Fear also fosters and strengthens resilience. Feeling fearful in situations is going to teach us how to adapt, endure discomfort, and persevere through uncertainty. Sometimes life is going to throw you some curveballs. So you're going to have to know how to move through uncertainty. This level of resilience is invaluable in both personal and professional settings. Over time, we'll find the situation that once caused anxiety will no longer have that same power over us. This is why we use that fear. Remember, it strengthens the resilience. We build through and prepare with fear. And not many people get that. It creates a life that is inevitable with ups and downs, but it also creates us and gives us the space to be ready, to stay ready, equipped with everything to have a sustained mental capacity, emotional strength that keeps us all moving forward. So, someone right now is like, damn, we get all that from fear? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just from embracing it. See, we've all been so conditioned to turn away from it or, nah, that's too hard. Let me try another way. And nah, do the long division so you understand the formula. Don't use the calculator. Do the long division. That's how we're going to learn. We have to do the long division. Remember, resilience is built through fear. Or, sorry, well, yeah. Well, fear helps to strengthen and build resilience, excuse me. So again, understand that, moving through with that. It also promotes emotional growth. I know, yeah, I never thought that either. This was new to me, but it does. It does. It helps us to strengthen that space within ourselves. Often stirs up vulnerability, forcing us to confront our feelings, meet those feelings head on, right? This process particularly deepens our emotional intelligence as we learn to understand and manage complex emotions. We're still embracing fear because it helps us to connect to ourselves and others on a deeper level and it fosters emotional maturity. You ever share fear with somebody, a story, an experience? Absolutely. And if you talk long enough to one another, you will learn more and more and more about each other because you were able to express and share a different part of yourselves. By exploring your fears, we also become more empathetic toward others facing their own challenges. It puts us in a position to serve. Okay? It puts us in a position to be there for someone. This emotional growth strengthens relationships. And now we're better equipped to offer support and understanding. Fear, when embraced, can be a catalyst for deeper connections and personal insight. I'm just saying, this is what I know. I've worked on this with people. I've been a part of this for a long time. I'm talking about my own experiences. Fear has, it's shown me a lot. It showed me more than I could probably have ever imagined. I never thought that I would be able to benefit so much from understanding my own fears, writing them down, acknowledging them, right? It never even dawned on me. Never did. Again, being, growing up, you're always conditioned to, like, do it the easy way, maybe around this corner. Now, not everybody was getting that, but I'm just saying, fear, many times I believe I allowed it to have its way with me. Like, just allowed it straight up. Didn't even think twice about it. Like, I let it win hella bouts. I mean, it was like the champion for like hella years until I finally acknowledged it, faced it, and then continuously walked through it. And now it has very little effect on me, and I'm grateful to say that. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Don't go nowhere now. We'll be right back.
Back to the streets. Back to the streets. Back to the streets. Back to the streets. Back to the streets.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today we have been talking about embracing fear and all of its great qualities and attributes and so many things that we can use as we move through fear for our future. It can also promote emotional growth. We know this already, right? We've been talking about this, but again, a lot of this for some people may be a gentle reminder. And sometimes we just have to be reminded. Sometimes we do, because the way we act sometimes is based on fear, but we may not even realize it because we're so close to it. But if we take a moment, we may start to see some patterns. Perhaps you avoid a certain person when you see them at the office. Maybe you go to a bar on a regular basis and you avoid a particular bartender. Again, if you take time, you will see that, people allow fear to dictate their actions. Maybe you are going to the bodega and you happen to pass by it because there's this guy there that makes you feel uncomfortable. Remember, the level of discomfort could be your own internalization. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, I'm not speaking to if it's obvious a dude's coming for you and he's looking to, cause harm. Yes, get it, got it, good. But if it's a matter of you just, I don't know, maybe judging someone, no, I'm just saying. Fear carries a lot of positive attributes, okay? Like I said, promotes emotional growth. Fear often stirs up vulnerability, forcing us to confront our feelings, right? It totally does that. It deepens our emotional intelligence. We learn to understand and manage complex emotions. Embracing fear helps us to connect also, not only with ourselves, but with others, right? All this is very helpful. It helps to foster mature feelings and responses to those feelings. Also, it drives achievement. Ever been afraid of failing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, had you up early in the morning studying hard for that test. Just another example how it can be powerful, a powerful motivator, pushing us to work harder, aim higher. All right, the fear of missing opportunities is, for some people, they're petrified. FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Right. We know kids, we know friends, families, nephews, cousins, nieces, who often will stay up late because they don't want to miss out, even though there's nothing going on. But that's just another example of fear. Instead of avoiding fear, we can channel it into setting goals and taking action. For instance, fear of failure, again, motivates one to prepare. hmm And there you have it. Now you have a new skill because you took the extra step to prepare. There's so many ways that fear is going to continue to give, but we have to be available to it. Again, we have to be available. I'm not saying I'll go out there and just welcome it, but embrace it. I guess you could welcome it because you are embracing it. Do you have to like it? I don't know. That's up to you. I think you could not like it in the beginning and then find yourself liking it towards the middle end, for sure. Definitely. Because I believe that through liking it will be a signal for understanding, right? Perhaps. Maybe. Maybe. So embracing fear. Yeah. Using fear as a source of energy. helps you to achieve things I never thought was possible. I've been there many times, and grateful that fear, again, has me here on this podcast or had me started, right? I needed someone to talk to, made it happen, right? So we're able to do these things, but it's because we're available to recognizing that fear is going to be helpful to us. So please remember that. It's going to be helpful to you. Embrace it, welcome it. Don't run from it because you're just avoiding the inevitable. It's going to be a part of your process, whether you want to believe it or not. Do I believe that everybody goes through something that fears them? Of course they do, for sure. For sure. It could be childbirth. It could be driving for the first time. It could be being a homeowner for the first time. It could be moving out of your parents' house for the first time. I mean, my goodness, it can be all kinds of things. Maybe you're about to move in with your girlfriend. Maybe she's going to move in with her boyfriend. I mean, there's all kinds of things that people are fearful over and because of. So I'm just touching on the fact that you have a choice in how you want to show up to that fear. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today we've been talking about embracing fear. Necessary? Yes. Possible? Absolutely. Will you love it? Probably not. Is it worth it? Yes. So, it also promotes emotional growth. We know that. Also drives achievement. We know that. Encourages adaptability because it often arises in the face of change or uncertainty. So we know by confronting it, we're going to develop the ability to adapt and thrive. And not only thrive, but thrive in unfamiliar circumstances. So you're going to be exposed, you're going to have the knowledge, so you just have to go through it. You have to do the thing. Embracing fear teaches us how to remain flexible, resourceful, qualities essential in today's fast paced world. You see how that works? It kind of goes with everything that we're a part of anyway. When we learn to adapt fear, fear loses its power to paralyze us. Instead of us becoming more open to new opportunities and experiences, now we're creating those new opportunities and experiences. The adaptability allows us to approach life with confidence, knowing that we can handle whatever comes our way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're completely worth it. I don't want anyone discouraged out there. This is why I'm doing this show. This is why I picked this particular topic. Because I recognize that people are stuck in their own way. They are in their own way, and a lot of it is fear based. So I'm here to let you know, give yourself permission to let that fear go. And you could even say that. I give myself permission to let that fear go. Whatever the fear is, let it go. Don't allow that fear to live rent free in your head. You get what I'm saying? Like you're better than that. And guess what? The fear may even have been taught to you. But know that you have a choice. You have a choice in how you want to show up to it. It even leads to greater confidence. You ever get sick of being sick and tired of something? And then you finally execute it, you finally do the thing, and you're like, damn, that stuff took me hella long. I wish I had done that earlier. This is one of those things. Walking through your fear, not walking in your fear. There's a difference. Know the difference. Each time we face a fear, we prove to ourselves that we're capable of overcoming challenges. That is a beautiful thing. It builds self-trust and confidence, empowering us to take on bigger risks, pursue bigger dreams with conviction. Doing things with conviction, love that. That to me tells fear, watch out, I'm coming. That's the attitude we have to have when it comes to parts of our lives. Let me rephrase that. That's the attitude that I feel I have to have when it comes to parts of my life. I have to be ready to get after it, willing, relentless. I have to visualize it, see it, Because when I go through that whole production within my head, that visualization stimulation, when I go through that, oh my goodness, and I hit the go go button, it's a wrap because I see myself. I see myself through it, and it's beautiful. And I'm just like, wow, I'm really in this space. This is how fear leads to greater confidence. Confidence gained from embracing fear is lasting because it's rooted in real experiences of courage and perseverance. It's a reminder that we, you and I, can face the unknown and come out stronger on the other side. This type of self assurance becomes a cornerstone of a fulfilling and fearless life, one that you and I get to embrace, build, and pass on to generations to come, and to help them understand. Embrace your fear. Don't run from it. Don't try to shape shift out of the fear. You're avoiding the inevitable. It's coming your way. So just get ready. Stay ready because you are more than enough and you're worth the effort. So don't be afraid. Say hello to fear. I see you. Let's get it on. No Marvin Gaye. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Let's get it on. Shout out to Marvin Gaye. Love that song. I made a reference to that in that last segment. That's what's up. Today, we have been talking about embracing fear. We have pointed out some of the beautiful attributes, highlighted some of the qualities of facing your fears. It encourages growth. So allow yourself to grow in this space. Teaches self awareness. Let your spidey senses kick in. It's a good look. It even builds courage. Now, come on, you know you're going to get better for this. You know you're going to be stronger coming out the other side. So embrace that. It also fuels creativity. Use that. Use it to better who you are. Use it to enrich your life and who you are, and even those around you. It also enhances focus and alertness back to the spidey senses. And it's just not for the fight or the flight. It's also for you to create and build. So be mindful of that. It also strengthens resilience. I can tell you right now, my mother is my hero. And I'm pretty sure her ability to take care of all of us by herself, a lot of that was driven by fear. And we, as her children, also were fortunate enough to take on levels of resilience and resourcefulness. And for that, I love you, Mom. Appreciate you. Also, fear promotes emotional growth. Grow in this space. You could run if you want to, but you're going to grow regardless, whether you run from it or whether you embrace it. I vote to embrace it. That's just me, though. Your journey may be different. In fact, I'm sure it is, and we embrace that too. Fear also helps us to drive achievements, right? If you want to get something out of life and you know you're afraid of it, here's the deal. You step through that fear, you're going to get what you want. It's waiting for you on the other side. That's it. It also encourages adaptability. Remember, fear has a way of changing the vibration. It could change the terrain. It could change the vibration, the frequency within the room of where we at. It can change the total environment. Be ready, be malleable, aka be flexible. When you're flexible, you will allow yourself to what? To adapt. And of course, it leads to greater confidence. Anytime that I've been afraid of something, I've always come out the other side and I've always been not only more confident, but I felt a bit more equipped. I felt more ready. I recognize, and again, this all took time, everybody. It didn't just happen one day. Like I was like, oh yeah, great. No, it took time. It took trial and error for sure. But I can say that once I realized I guess, the positivity that came out of it, yeah, confidence grew for sure. I mean, how can it not when you overcome adversity over and over and over and over and over and over and over again? To my friends, a lot of them have even told me, they said, man, I would have probably off myself by the time I got to this and that. But you, Tavares, you just keep on coming back. I said, I got it from my mama. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. If you want to say hello, say what's up, email us at livingyourtruthpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Living Your Truth Podcast. Yeah, sorry. And then, of course, on X, we're at Living Your Truth. That's LIV as in Victor, IN as in Nancy, UR Truth. And thank you so much to everybody who continues to hold down Living Your Truth Podcast. Please email me. I want to hear from y'all. Say what's up to me. Talk to me. I talk back. It's all love. In the meantime, love yourself, love each other, and live your truth. Peace.